Hey everyone, I'm back, and today we're going to be talking about War Machine, and this movie came out in 2026, straight to Netflix, not to be confused with War Machine from the MCU. This is not a superhero movie, it's kind of more or less Predator meets a War of the Worlds, and I didn't really care for this movie much at all. I found it to be pretty dull, unengaging, didn't like the story or the characters. Most of the action was pretty hollow to me and forgettable. And the only action scene that I liked in this movie was a car chase. That scene was kind of fun. It went on for a decent amount of time, and there was like a cool runner in there as well. I was like, okay, you're trying to do something here. And this is also from the same director as The Hitman's Bodyguard and The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard. And I'm not really a fan of those movies. And this one out of the three might be my least favorite. It was very forgettable and just didn't leave an impact on me at any point in the film. The entire time I was just watching the film, passively watching it on 1.5 times speed because I wasn't connecting with anything in the film. And I kind of felt the urge to shut it off about, I don't know, halfway through because nothing was happening. And also, none of the performances stood out as like exceptional to me. Like, I wouldn't say anyone is like absolutely terrible to where they ruin the film, but it was just so boring. The music in this movie, I felt as though it was trying way too hard to be overly cool and epic at times, and I never once felt as though it was earned at any given point. I felt no tension throughout this entire film, not just because of me not connecting with the story or characters, but also in terms of how tension building is done in this film. It wasn't earned at any point. It always felt very formulaic and just thrown in there because we need some tension now because that's what we need in a movie like this. Some of the editing in this movie made this movie feel like a trailer to me, and I found that to be very distracting. Luckily, it doesn't happen throughout the entire film, but there are a few moments where that does happen. The only other positive that I kind of liked was a little bit of body horror that was in the film, like just seeing all these soldiers in the aftermath of some limbs being blown off, or just like them going through a experience that they're probably not going to survive. That was kind of fun. It wasn't even in the movie for like a minute, but it was one of the better parts of the movie for sure. It's like, oh, something happened. And that's about all I have to say about War Machine. It was very boring, very forgettable, didn't like the characters, didn't find anything interesting. The film, I guess, tried to be kind of unique, I guess, with these dream sequences that the main character goes through, because he had a thing that happened to him early on in the film that he never really got over. The film tries to give him an arc, but I just felt as though it was completely unearned, and nothing about this movie was satisfying. I have pretty much forgotten most of this movie already. I will probably remember the car chase scene in this movie because that was kind of fun, but other than that, you don't need to see this movie. Skip it if you ever come across it, and just watch other movies instead, like Predator or War of the Worlds. Like, those are better movies. Like, 2025 War of the Worlds, highly recommend. That movie is hilariously bad, in my opinion. Or even Steven Spielberg's War of the Worlds. That one has some fun moments. And Predator, I need to rewatch that movie, but there are some parts that stood out to me as fun. But this one, it just offered me nothing, and I guess also just the concept of fighting a robot is kind of boring. Like when it's an actual living organism and not just like, oh, a machine or whatnot, then it's a bit more interesting. But once it's a machine, it just becomes kind of boring unless you do something creative or interesting with it, which this movie unfortunately unable to do for me. So with all that being said, I'm going to give War Machine a 2 out of 10. Thank you for watching my videos. As always, if you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below you thought of War Machine, and my social media links, they will all be in the description, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation, and I'll see you when I get my next review up, and that is going to be for Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. So look forward to that, but until I get that up, thank you for watching and have a great day.